Hi, I'm Moronke Christina Iyoha. I'm an entrepreneur, a mother of three, and a housewife. That's a very interesting question. If I remember vividly, 4 or 5 years ago, um, in Germany, before I go into that, in Germany, it's kind of challenging for we black people sometimes to get our hair done, get some things fixed when it comes to beauty. So I remember a friend of mine asked me to get her hair. She needs to fix her hair. She's messy since she got here. Then I was like, okay, don't worry. I'm getting some things from Africa. I can just help you to get the thing. Then when we see next, you reimburse me. So I did get the thing for her, but unfortunately, she wouldn't pick my call when the time comes. And as a new mom, it was so challenging for me. I keep calling and all that, and I've gotten enough of myself already. So I was writing her, letting her know, come take your stuff and give me my money. But unfortunately, she didn't pick up. I just posted it online and voila, somebody got it. At first I felt that was easy, and it means if this could sell so fast, then it means a lot of people need the same thing. So I don't really know much about this thing. I also get mine elsewhere. So I started researching about it. I started trying to know more about it. I started going into it because right from time I'm always scared of going into business because I felt it's challenging because I like to keep my peace. And I think getting into business, I'll have to deal with a lot of people from different kind of attitude and so on. So long story short, I made a lot of research and I made my first order. Wow, that was so challenging. I make the necessary test with my own supplier back then, and I found out that she is actually selling me the wrong thing. So I managed it, I used it, I did a lot of tests on it, and it was so woeful. Then I continued with my research, and I was able to go into it. Then I found myself developing more interest, getting more curious to know what exactly this was. It's If we want to talk about this, I think I'll spend the whole day explaining how I got into entrepreneurship. But then I can say entrepreneurship is what I got into trying to assist in my own little way. I love doing it. I love doing what I'm doing, and I think I'm assisting fellow African people here in Deutschland to get what. When you're talking about business in general, I can say it's been a while. But my own business personally, I would say around 6, 7 years. And the business challenging compared to what you see online out there. The inspirational speakers will say, I start my business with 0 naira, 0 euros, 0 cities, and here I am. I'm having billions, I'm having thousands, but believe me, it's not like that. I can say for me, it's challenging, it's dominating. You have to put yourself down as much as possible. Some people will insult you, you try to explain on and on. Some people will feel they are doing you a favor by buying from you. Sometimes you have to deal with people from different culture, different languages, different tradition, and some people don't even know when to write you. Some can just write you 3 a.m. in the morning, some can just write you 12 o'clock, and if you don't reply, you can just get the message in the morning saying, I wrote you don't reply. Then I was like, won't I sleep? That's just the little of all the challenges I faced. If I want to keep going into the challenges I faced, sometimes I'll use all my capital, most especially when there's a group party. Then the group of girls will come to me, we need this, we need that, and I keep on getting everything. And sometimes I won't get a reply, and this stuff will just be in stock for a very long time, tying my money down. And as we all know, beauty products can be very, very expensive, and before you know it, there are many times I feel like stopping, feel like just using all the hair myself because I'm into hair, seriously. And sometimes when I give up, I'll just see people saying, I want more, I want this. And I'll just say, like, seems God wants me to keep doing more because I'm a serious believer. So I can't, of course, there are a lot of times that I felt like this is not for me. I can't keep doing this. I'm quitting. Then I have my shoulder, my husband is always there, always trying to. Sometimes I will even fight him and shout on, why don't you do it yourself? It's not easy. Look at me. You're supposed to have this in savings. I use it on air and look at what happened. Major times I feel like stopping, and my children, my husband are there. And there are some sweet, interesting clients that make this journey way more easier for me. I can't be mentioning names, but whenever I feel like giving up, even when my husband taught me to continue, these clients will just come on, I bought your hair and it's wonderful. My friend love it. I want more. I need more. You're doing a very good job. I know how much I got this hair from someone else. You compare to the quality I got and the treatment I got, your product is fantastic. And it's really, really, really encouraging. Then sometimes I'll feel like crying. When I tell them how much I appreciate their feedback, they always thought I am just appreciating, but they don't know their feedback really give me more strength to go more deeper into it. Yes. Like I said earlier, I'm a serious believer, and I will say yes. To God be the glory. It's really, really progressing. I am really happy. I'm not where I was 5 years ago, 6 years ago. I am really progressing. I'm going more into fashion, into beauty, and I think I'm progressing very well. Okay, about my rebranding. Thank you. 6 years ago, there are some things that are in vogue then that are not anymore. So this is internet space. This is where social media carries everything. So you have to keep update. You have to be going with the trend. So I was using a particular logo before, and I found that my logo is kind of old fashioned, and I changed my logo. And my shipment bag, I try to repackage it. I'm talking about Nerian hair because I'm going more into fashion, and I'm coming there later. So I changed that. I changed a lot of things when it comes to my brand. I rebrand it. I repackage myself to meet up with the standard of the internet now. Yes, like I said earlier, I'll be going more into more beauty product, but this time I'm going into jewelry. When I got this stuff I said in my earlier question about getting hairs, I also got jewelries and stuff like that. And those who have been buying from me from day one knows I used to sell jewelry, but I was not really deep into it because I don't really have so much information about it. And like the person I was, I like to know what I'm giving to you because I would want to give what I can give to myself to anybody out there. I want to be able to defend whatever I give to you because to my knowledge, there are 3 people in business. There are some people who wanted nothing but the profit, and there are some people who enjoy what they are doing regardless of the profit, and there are some people who are always curious and want to know more and go deeper into it. I don't know where exactly I'm among these 3, where I belong among these 3, but I can't say that I would want to defend whatever I give to you because I wouldn't want to look like an idiot when I'm being asked, what is this stuff made of? What is inside this? Can I use it? Is it okay for me? I should be able to explain myself to you that, look, what I'm giving to you, this is it. This is how it should be used. This is how you can maintain it. And as long as I don't have this more information, I can't go deeper into it. So I waited all this while